Hey YouTube, Herbal Prepper here, and today I'm going to show you how to make potable water out of a source like that over there. Now this is a small pond, it's pretty stagnant, doesn't move too much, but if you have something to filter out the big pieces and you have a can, that has canned goods in it, all the ones I'm sure you're prepping and storing, if you have one of those, keep in your bug out bag, you're good to go. So let me show you how to do it. So here's what we're doing. We've built a small fire. Now, I'm only building a small one for demonstrational purposes. If you'll bring the camera over here, you'll be able to see, without the smoke following you, you'll be able to see that there's water in there that's starting to boil. Now, water will boil at about 211, 12 degrees or so. Now, as that's happening, what's happening is it's going to kill the bacteria and the things that could cause you to get sick. Now, as you're killing those bacteria and things like that, it's going to make it render it safe to drink, biologically safe to drink, that is. Now, it's not going to change the taste, and it's not going to change the color. So you'll want to filter it out as much as possible, and you can do that multiple different ways. And you can use gravel, you can use charcoal, you can use a bunch of different ways to filter out some nasty stuff. But as I'm getting the fire going, and all you really need is the coals, you don't necessarily need the actual fire, but I'm only going to make a small one here. And so once the fire gets going and it gets hot enough, you'll start to see the boil. Now as it's starting to go down, I'm losing some of my heat, but it was almost at boil. So how long do you want to boil this? You want to boil it for about 10 to 15 minutes. That is, for this size especially, makes it okay to drink. Now, once that's going and once it's ready to boil, it's very simple. All you do is you find you a stick that's got a fork in it like this. Hey, smoke follows beauty. You find a stick that's got a fork in it like this, one that's pretty sturdy and not going to break on you. And then you want to find another stick. Let's see, this one will work. And this is after this is going, after this is hot. Now this is great to use. You can get some water going to make pine straw tea and get some water going and to drink. But regardless, this right here is something good to have. Now it's a lot easier to carry around than those big campfire things that if you were to go camping with your family just for fun, you would have over the fire with a crate and everything. That's really living it up. But if you're going to be doing this as a survival thing, you want to make sure that you're able to purify some water, even if it's just a little bit. You need about a gallon of water per person per day in a survival situation, but any little bit helps. Now, keep in mind, guys, if you are dehydrated, you should not eat. If you are dehydrated pretty badly, you shouldn't eat, because it takes water to digest food. And as you see, we're getting a few bubbles back in there again. But as you know, it takes water to digest food, and if you eat something, you're going to dehydrate yourself even further, because your body's going to be processing that food that you just ate when it needs to find water. So water is really your main objective. And then you want to find food. You can go 3 weeks without food. You can only go 3 days without water. What's more important than water? Air. You can only go about 3 minutes without air. So let's get our priorities in a row. And with our priorities, we'll be able to find other ways of meeting the other needs that we have. So at this point in time, if you had an MRE, you could take this once it's boiled. I do mean boiling. For about 10 minutes, you could take this and pour it over your MRE, and it would start cooking. Especially have quick cooked rice, it would only take about 10 minutes. But for this video, it's not ready to actually be drunk, but I'm going to show you how I would get it out and how I would put it in. You would take a fork like this and take another stick. Excuse me, the flame's going to get in my face, so I'm going to let it die down for a second. And then you want to run it along the outside until it catches. Now, typically you would want to make sure this is a very dry stick, or it's going to catch on fire. And all you do is set it over in a pretty flat area. I'm on a hill, so you want to make sure you dip this in the water source, that way it doesn't burn up. This is some pretty dry wood I've got here, but if you want at this point, that's all you do. You would drink it. If you want to put it back in the fire, you would do it the same way. Pull your hand apart. The best thing to have is gloves, that way it protects. But that's it, guys. That's all you do if you want to get some water going. You don't want to have to carry around big bulky material. You just have a can like this from green beans or whatever, and then you can use it for multiple different things. You can cook out of it, you can make water out of it. Potable. It's really a good thing to have, and I have it in my bug out bag, and I think you should too. Until next time, guys, Herbal Prepper here, and I hope you have a blessed day.